Oh, Gordon Kennedy.
That's it, yeah.
Well, Westport man by
Son of Ray Kennedy.
Ray Kennedy,
Mill
yeah.
Street, yeah. So I'm half male, and I think that's why I got interested in Westport history coming down as a kid. You know, especially to Westport House. The first thing I remember is a big pink rabbit waving.
That's right, yeah.
So I was kind of hooked from then on. So yeah, I got interested in local history and started reading Corner Mark, the Journal of the Westport Historical Society.
Which is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, great resource, you know. So that led me to do my PhD on the grounds of Westport House in the revolutionary period, 1780s up to around the 1830s. And because of that, I was asked to come today to speak about the family, I suppose to give context to the broader aim, which was the architecture of both the house and the town itself. So started off with Dr. Martin Manser, who was great, the ex-Minister of State and broker of the Irish peace process as well, you know, in the 1990s. He was great company last night. We had a dinner with him, so we thrashed out all sorts of stuff about revolutionary France and Bantry Bay and Wolfe Tone and all that sort of stuff. So it was up to me and Martin this morning. We were the first two speakers to give the historical context, really, of the pinnacle period of the ascendancy, really, which would have been 1770s up to the Act of Union, you know. Martin really talked about the Act of Union, its faults, and I suppose some good that came out of it for a certain amount of people, particularly in the northeast of the country, the industrialisation of Belfast and of modern-day Northern Ireland. On the bad side, then he looked at the terrible failings that led to, you know, terrible poverty, injustice on the land, and of course to the Great Hunger then, of famine in the 1840s. So I carried on. I suppose this was a broader stroke of the context of the period. I was more focused, I suppose, on the actual family and a period of about 1786 to about 1826, and it was kind of to look at the idea that the Browns were really the eyes and ears of Dublin Castle during the 1790s, when the threat of the United Irishmen was the most severe. We had very famous, I suppose, United Irishmen, the Gibbonses in Mayo, in Westport, and one of the Gibbonses, Thomas Gibbons, was the actual land agent of Lord Sligo in Westport House. So he had actually access to a lot of the tenants, so he could spread the revolutionary doctrine of the United Irishmen, you know. So I think because of what they perceived to be a betrayal of their friends and their family and their peasantry, you know, they were very paternalistic. They saw them as the fathers of the peasantry, you know. And because the peasants, I suppose, adopted or embraced the revolutionary doctrine of the United Irishmen, that he, particularly Dennis Brown, felt very aggrieved at that, and I think that's why he really overreacted after 1798 and collapsed. And he was alleged to have hanged up to 200 men in the years after one particular year. This probably was a lie, yeah.
Absolutely, I can tell you.
Exactly. Oh, here we go.
There you go. That was.
Big lie.
I know, yeah, I know.
See, people are demonised in history for a reason, and you have to look behind that reason and see what were the facts. And when you read what Dennis Brown wrote, not so much about 1798, but about land, its usage, everything, its revolution.
True, because he wrote about the state of the economy now. He was a great parliamentarian in the
Well, he was great for Westport. He did exactly for Westport what Michael Ring is trying to do now. He tried to get as much money from the tight purse strings of central government down here. Do you know we can thank him for the road that was built out to North Mayo?
That's right.
Bridges. Here, he got such a bad press. No, he wasn't all good, and he had a very unfortunate personality. Peter didn't speak to him for years. Didn't
no,
like him.
even in the talk I gave
But
today,
nobody in history is black and white. It's all shades of grey.
That's what I tried to give across today, that
Yeah.
he is much more complex man, and
very much.
the fact that these stories that he hanged so many people were apocryphal.
He hung two people.
Yeah, Johnny Gibbons.
Two, yeah?
Yeah.
Who was the second one?
The Conroy, Father Conroy, and the Mal in Castlebar.
Okay.
And
So-
there was one other here, and the Gibbons were actually released. His agent went with the 1798. And really, it had nothing to do with 1798, it had to do with the sacking of Mount Brown by his tenants. That's what happened. But anyway, it's all in the book. Here am I. Shut up, Dan.
The Irish Georgian Society have been here today.
We have, Oh, very good. Yeah, we had our.
I didn't know that.
Our talk today. It was about kind of history and architecture and all that sort of stuff. So I just kind of try and give the bit of the context of the family to mark their history.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed
What's your name?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Helena Lang.
From London?
Yeah.
Yeah. You a casual visitor or did you come over for it?
No, Anna's a friend of mine.
Oh, okay, right. All right.
I go to all her
Yeah.
I live in Galway, so I live on Mount Cropper.
Oh, very good. It's a shame you couldn't have made it today.
Yeah, actually, somewhere it was in the back of my mind and I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, especially as it was the same day as the Lord.
I know. Yeah, it was great. It kind of segued nicely into the lunch, it was great day now, in fairness, and it was all great.
What do you
talks.
do for the
Donica,
I know.
No, I'm Gordon Kennedy. I work up in Dublin. I did my PhD on the grounds.
Oh, I
of
see. So
Westport.
very specific.
Well, it'd be specific to Dennis Brown and his brother, the first Marcus. But yeah, I suppose I was trying to get the context.
I mean, were they
Originally.
related to the Cowdrey?
Originally, they came from Sussex.
Yeah, Cowdrey, because we live next door to them.
Oh, right.
No, next door to the land, the Cowdrey land.
Yeah.
And I think it was, what was the title he had? Oh, I forgot his name. I know it's probably Henry VIII's title.
And they were English Catholics originally, and then they conformed to Protestantism during the Penal Laws. So yeah, they're a fascinating family, really, and they really their resident status here, because so many landlords, particularly after the Union, were absentee landlords. The fact that they were still here in Westport
That's right.
and created, I suppose, a micro economy around the
The town was.
Exactly, So, and then again, you get the kind of the folk tradition of the villain of the piece, like Dennis Brown was talking about there. He was supposed to hang so many people, that he didn't. He was still quite a violent man as well.
For the time.
Yeah, for the time, they were in it, But he was a very paternalistic man. I think he looked upon the peasantry as his kind of children to a certain degree, and they should be rewarded when they were good and scolded when they were bad. Kind of thing. That was just the way it was at the time, But his different nicknames, Dennis the Rope and Soap the Rope, all this sort of stuff, they still carry on today in modern folklore.
Yeah, children's games maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So these kind of darker aspects tend to linger longer than the more positive aspects of the family.
The Earl of Southampton, the Cowdrey Park.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Came back to me.
Yeah,
Henry VIII County.
Oh, sorry.
Right, okay.
Well, I'm,
Nice to talk to you.
I'm definitely getting variety in my video, am I? Yeah.
Oh, you're doing
Well,
it?
I'm doing it, yeah. You're going to be famous.
Who are you?
Oliver White's my name.
Hello.
From Westport, yeah. From Ballinasloe, actually. But anyway.
Sorry it was raining today.
Oh, yeah, sure. What can you do?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But you got here early in the morning and the
Got
sunshine.
a bit of sunshine. Anyway, nice to speak to you.
You never come to London then, do you?
Hopefully I'll be over, And I have to go over to do the British Library to do a bit of research soon, so look forward to that.
You don't do any talks in London?
Not yet, I haven't been invited. You never know.
Yeah, might get one now, yeah.
Tell us about work in your office.
I only know to say hello to. So I wouldn't really know. Might see you again though. Yeah.
Yeah, got a few facts ironed out there.
There we
now,
go, yeah.
Go,
So I was talking about the kind of, the folklore of Dennis Brown, Dennis the Rope, and Soap the Rope and all that. Probably is mostly apocryphal, But, we can't take away the fact he was very violent in the aftermath of the rebellion because of that perceived, I suppose, ingratitude from his peasants or his tenants who he felt that the family treated very well. So I was supposedly given the context then. The speaker afterwards was looking at, I can't remember the names now. But
Can I ask you a question before that?
Yeah.
Did Dennis Brown do much for the area? Or the house? Did he add on to the house or anything like
He
that?
did, but he was mostly resident in Mount Brown House, which is near Hallgower, just outside Westport, and that was badly trashed by the rebels in 1798. But yeah, he would have got a lot of patronage from the central government after Union to develop, say, the quays and the roads as well around the area. So he also wanted to invest in the fishing industry as well in Westport. But after Union, I think society moved to London wholesale, really, you know what I mean? And Dublin was being overlooked. It used to be the second city of the empire. It was all very fashionable. But that nearly changed overnight after Union, you know, and we became a province of Great Britain. And if Dublin became unfashionable, then definitely
and why did it change?
I just think
Couldn't get the money, is it?
Yeah, and you know most of the great landlords wanted to be based in London, where society was, where all the King's Court was, and Dublin just wasn't fashionable anymore, and it went into decay, and it's it really suffered from Union, whereas say Belfast became reinvigorated, I suppose, after Union with shipbuilding.
And what period of time was he here?
Dennis Brown and
Yeah.
Lord Alphonse. The first Marquess of Sligo died in 1809. Dennis Brown died in 1828. So
28.
Yeah, so
That was his time then.
yeah.
That's time space, yeah.
So he died just before Catholic emancipation, but he would have been a very fervent supporter of Catholic emancipation. Again, it's the complexity of the man, you know. Often seen popularly as a very anti kind of Irish peasant, Irish tenant, but then was very pro-Catholic emancipation in Parliament, you know, and very active in Parliament in calling for it, you know. So he was very much a complex man, and it's not black and white, you know, as we said earlier.
So you've enjoyed the day, a long day.
Oh, it's a great old day. It's long enough now. So I really enjoyed the stuff that I don't know about, you know, the architecture and the town planning and the things that I wouldn't really kind of look into myself. So I enjoyed the different speakers about that, and it was really good.
That's what you come to meetings for. Learn new things.
Yeah, learn new things and become enlightened and meet authors of books and stuff.
That's right. Fantastic.
And have a few little arguments with them. But yeah, it was a great day now, and
So you're going uptown now for a few pints?
I'll go. I have to meet my fiance and the little baby. But if I get a pass, I'll go up to town and have a few pints. Definitely, yeah.
Where were you drinking town now?
I think my dad was always a big Blousers fan, which is
Still there?
Galactic, and I think it's still there. There's a pint in there, and I love Toby's myself.
Your father died lately, didn't he? Not so long
He did
ago.
in September, yeah. So it was kind of sad not to have him here, and it was Marty Curry as well died recently.
That's right, yeah.
Another
A lot of them going, yeah.
Covey.
Your father was a musician as well,
He
wasn't he?
was, yeah. He played here many times in the Castle Court and in Hotel Westport.
They had the band, didn't they?
Yeah, platform.
Platform.
We used to come down and as kids and have a great old time.
Were they nationally known? They were, I think.
They would have been, yeah. They would have been nationally known. He was kind of semi-professional. He could have gone professional, but we were young kids, and he didn't really want to be on the road all the time. So he had resident gigs in the lower deck, the Embankment, and another place in Dublin. And he used to be good out crack, and he used to love coming back to Westport though to play. So it's a shame he wasn't here today now. But I gave him a mention in the speech. But
Life is cruel.
Life's cruel, but.